MySafetyTrainingOnline.com presents safety incentive programs for general industry or construction. As consultants to general industry and construction for 40 years, we at MySafetyTrainingOnline.com would like to share our insights into the 20,000-plus organizations that we visited in 12 different states in an effort to deal with management issues that get too little attention from many organizations. The following presentation will be your blueprint to handling issues of worker morale, legal obligations, company profitability, worker turnover, and management-worker relations. Feel free to contact us with your opinions after you watch this presentation. Thanks. Tony Buglioni, CEO MySafetyTrainingOnline.com. What you will learn by watching this presentation. How to create an achievement-based culture. Understand the differences between incentive and AMP. Recognition. What are accident causation theories' different approaches to worker safety? Performance and achievement strategies. The world of work in the 21st century.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
Section 1. Introduction to Safety Incentives. Incentives are rewards with some strings attached, commonly known as the carrot and stick approach. Incentive, N. 1. A motivating influence, stimulus. 2. A. An additional payment made to employees as a means of increasing production. B. As modifier, an incentive scheme. Edge. 3. Serving to incite to action.
The motivational power in recognition lies mainly in its ability to appeal to an employee's sense of pride. Typical safety examples include pat on the back, praise for a job well done, coffee with the boss or CEO.
Key recognition factors and incentives are, different people like to be recognized differently. Don't assume you know what will turn people's crank. What may be a hot button for you may not be for someone else.
How to recognize people. The possibilities are endless. Small gifts, plaques, memos, public speeches, pep talk. You can create as many opportunities, artificial or otherwise, which you feel may be a motivating exercise.
The tacit assumption behind safety contests is that workers are primarily responsible for accidents through carelessness, accident proneness, or bad attitudes, and that they can therefore stop accidents from happening merely by resolving to be more careful, to obey their supervisors, or to have a positive attitude towards safety.
Yoo-hoo!
Safety incentives and management beliefs. Based on injury statistics only, frequency or recordable injuries. Frequency not a good indicator of risk. These stats tell you nothing about risk management. Too easy to cook the books.
Behavioral science and incentives/recognition token economies are based on injury-free periods, eligible for gifts and prizes. At risk or unsafe behavior. Unsafe acts, defined, documented, tracked and subject to feedback.
Okay, what do psychologists say about what really motivates workers versus what management believes motivates workers?
Positive reinforcement and positive for desired behavior. Negative behavior needs corrective action, discipline or feedback to correct change behavior to desired behavior.
Peter R. Scholz, the team handbook, said the following: "The greatest management conceit is that we can motivate people. We can't. Motivation is there, inside people. The greatest waste of managerial time is spent trying to manipulate people's minds and infuse motivation into them."
Douglas McGregor, the human side of the enterprise, said the following: individual incentive plans provide a good example of an attempt to control behavior. Incentive plans do not take account of several other well-demonstrated characteristics of behavior in the business setting. Okay, what do the big boys at OSHA say? What motivates workers and safety incentives? Employees can't be discriminated against for exercising any right under the Act. Since employees have the right to report that they have been hurt on the job, and games which discourage the exercise of that right may be considered discriminatory. Action 3. OSHA and Safety Incentive Programs. OSHA issued on March 12, 2012, Employer Safety Incentive and Disincentive Policies and Practices, directs field compliance officers and whistleblower investigative staff to beef up their enforcement of 29 CFR 1904.35, B1, which addresses work-related reporting of injuries and illnesses, and Section 11, C, which contains the whistleblower statutes.
This memorandum is targeted at employers who have implemented safety incentive programs that discourage workers from reporting injuries and have a policy that requires disciplinary action against employees who are injured on the job, violate injury reporting guidelines, or violate a safety rule.
It's discussion time, folks. Check these topics out. Discussion item 1. What common safety incentives do companies use on workers? Discussion item 2. What incentives work, what don't? Discussion item 3. What safety incentives can you think of that are legal? Discussion item 4. Did your company try safety incentives? Discuss what happened.
Okay, the feds think management practices which discourage workers from reporting injuries are regressive. Where does that leave management? Where does that leave workers? Group discussion point.
Here are the accident causation theories advanced by experts. Unsafe act, worker behavior, versus unsafe condition of the work environment. Most injuries are caused by unsafe acts, not conditions.
Total Safety Management Systems Approach, a SMS, provides a systematic way to identify hazards and control risks while maintaining assurance that these risk controls are effective. For the purposes of defining safety management, safety can be defined as the reduction of risk to a level that is as low as is reasonably practicable.
Total Quality Management Approach, quality assurance, QA, refers to the systematic activities implemented in a quality system so that quality requirements for a product or service will be fulfilled. Domino effect. The domino effect is a chain reaction that occurs when a small change causes a similar change nearby, which then will cause another similar change, and so on linear sequence.
Establish a bonus pool at the beginning of the year. Deduct money for safety audit deficiencies. OSHA recordable injuries at the end of the year. The balance is split up among employees.
Team versus team. Each team works to have no accidents or injuries. Company A sets up an incentive plan that placed everyone on a team, so that each team works to have no accidents or injuries. Company A used a simple poster board to list the teams and then with clipboard created little cutouts to show what happened to each team that month, vehicle accident, etc.
Section 4. Incentive examples. Team versus team. Company A never mentioned who had the incident or near miss. At the end of each month, the winning team, S, gets a small safety prize. They use choose your own for the gifts, very inexpensive safety items.
Print safety bucks at the beginning of the year. Award bucks for safety suggestions, hazard recognition, attending safety training. Award small prizes on a quarterly basis.
Company B had safety bucks printed in different denominations, and the employees are rewarded for safety suggestions. They are also rewarded for coming up with corrective actions when it had an accident or incident, and answering safety questions correctly. Then every quarter purchase prizes using safety program budget and have a silent auction. They bid on the prizes with their safety bucks.
Establish a safety improvement suggestion program. Safety committee judges suggestions, awards the individual or team with the best submission. Company C implemented a safety improvement suggestion program that identifies potential as well as existing issues that need action for mitigation.
The Employee Safety Committee then judges the submissions quarterly and issues an award to the individual or team with the best submission. As this award is coming from a committee made up entirely of their peers and not management, it also bolsters recognition by their fellow employees. The Safety Jackpot approach was approved for a one-year pilot program. Promote supervisor-worker communication. Self-service administration. Individuals could choose prizes. Program operates continuously. Incentives for every worker in company. Positive reinforcement.
The challenge was how to make Safety Jackpot fair, inclusive, promote safe behaviors and fun. A list of rewards for behaviors was generated. A cash drawing was added to spice up the pot. Field and administrative employees participate. A budget of up to XXX was approved by upper management.
The Safety Jackpot program rollout, workgroup level meetings. Information packages and catalogs sent to each employee. Video on company website, program webpage, and toll-free number available for questions. OSHA has received reports of employers who have a policy of taking disciplinary action against employees who were injured on the job, regardless of the circumstance surrounding the injury. Reporting an injury is always a protected activity. Lack of leadership commitment at all levels. Supervisors needed to drive the program and promote it to their people. Managers and supervisors saw it as a burden, employees saw it as something for nothing, and senior management hoped for the best. No employee or union involvement in developing or deploying the program.
Not all areas of the company participate directly in rollout of program. Lack of understanding of program intent and goals. Lack of understanding of how to redeem prizes. Underlying cultural issues. Distrust. Not engaged prior to initiating the program. Is your safety incentive program one component of a well-thought-out and effectively administered risk management program? Does your incentive program include the measurement of leading indicators and/or safety activities such as safe behavior observations, safety meeting attendance, etc.?
Is your incentive program consistently well supported by top management because it increases safety awareness and has a positive impact on the safety culture? Does your company involve employees when developing the program? Does your company regularly provide feedback to employees on performance and the progress being made toward company goals?
When asked, could employees from all levels of the organization explain the purpose and goals of the program? Is the incentive program regularly evaluated for effectiveness? If your company eliminated its incentive program, it would not have a dramatic impact on the report of injuries in the workplace?
Do your employees understand that the program has a genuine purpose and lifespan, as opposed to expecting or feeling entitled to the incentives? If you answered no to any of the questions above, you may want to further evaluate your program to determine whether you may be able to improve upon it in any way.
OSHA approves of safety incentive programs that do not discourage employees from reporting injuries. The top-down approach of management issuing edicts will surely condemn any incentive program before starting. The idea that only money can be an incentive to workers, commonly held by management, is wrong.
Items which could motivate workers are many. Some of those are listed here. Small gifts, plaques, memos, public speeches, pep talk. You can create as many opportunities, artificial or otherwise, which you feel may be a motivating exercise.
Yoo-hoo!
Examples of safety incentive programs include but are not limited to the following: establish a bonus pool at the beginning of the year, deduct money for safety audit deficiencies, OSHA recordable injuries. Remember, do not discourage workers from reporting injuries.
The hourly employees have to qualify for their bonus, and safety topics cover 25% of their audit. If there is an accident, the cost of the accident comes directly out of the bonus pool. If negligence is found, if an accident is not reported, the bonus does not get paid at all. Left double quotation mark.
Develop a measurable criteria of the program so it can be evaluated as it is being implemented. Develop a set of tools to tweak the program before starting the program. Tweak it after a specified period of time. If it fails preset criteria, anticipate things will go wrong and plan for them. Of course, hope for the best.